Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I know my channel's tech review channel, but I still want to make a review on the taiko drum because I've been playing on it for 3 months and there wasn't really enough reviews on the internet for me to know which one to get. And the reason why is because taiko is not really a huge game, but you know what? I thought I'd make a review on it. So I love drumming and I wanted to continue this in college, but I didn't want to buy a drum set, So I got the HORI Taiko drum, and it's great. I love it. When you first get it, it comes in this box, you can see here, and it just has everything you'd expect. You have your drum, the sticks, and the stand that hold up the drum. Now, the drum itself is very nice. It doesn't really have rebound, considering most taiko drums don't have it, but the thing I really took, I was really appreciative of is the fact that if you did long 16 notes just by hitting the middle, it wouldn't not recognize one hit. And I had an off-brand taiko drum and it did that, and honestly tilted me super bad, especially when playing and you can pass the song but your drum doesn't let you. That's annoying. And the one thing to know, when you first get this drum, you do have to wear it in. For me, it took me around I guess a few days, 2 or 3, for me to not have any missed notes that I know I could hit. On the off-brand taiko drum, it will always miss notes no matter what, and the build quality is substantially worse than it is here. And this drum comes with just buttons, These don't really apply to me because I use it on the PC, but for the Switch, these buttons do work because I've used it on the Switch before. And the Switch experience for me, so I was playing on a really bad TV, so this probably is also why, but it had a lot of input latency. So you might want to figure out the correct settings for your drum when you launch up the game, because the input latency might not be correct. If you're not using headphones for your TV or anything like that, then you might want to start going through and changing the offset, which is really helpful. For me, I play on Osu. I know that's the talk down version of taiko, but it's TGA player doesn't really work on my computer no matter what I do. And maybe it'll work on your computer. So TGA player is a really good one, and Osu is that last resort. Now for Osu, I have to have a 55 input delay, negative 55 input delay, for it to actually hit on time. So I turned off hit noises because it obviously sounds wrong, and that's how I play. Now the whole drum itself, I have it on a blanket because the grips that it comes with aren't the greatest. So if I put it on my table and I start playing, it will move. Just know that it'll move. The grips aren't the greatest because they're just I don't know, they just don't stay. If you hit it too much, it'll start to bounce also, and that's not what you want when you're playing this game. So I put on a blanket. Not only is that cheaper than buying a foam thingy, because you probably already have a blanket holding around, but I noticed that it does lower the sound that's coming out of it. And that's another thing I want to talk about. If you have roommates or people under you, be ready for it to annoy them. So I live in a dorm, and the person under me probably gets annoyed, and the person across from me does too, because it is very loud. Of course it's a drum, so what'd you expect, right? Going into this, you gotta know it is loud. The drum is a drum. It's not just a controller, it's an actual drum. So expect it to sound like a drum when drums are loud. So just keep that in mind if you're living around people and they'll get annoyed. Either A, you put a blanket over it, and I know people do that, and you can do it if the neighbors around you start to complain, but it's not something you might want to do because of the difference in how it registers the notes. You will have to hit harder. And I want to talk about the sticks now that we're talking about hitting harder. The sticks that the drum comes with are they're just plastic, right? And when you first get them, you're they kind of suck, right? So when you play with the plastic sticks, be ready to have to hit harder than you will with normal taiko sticks. And I want to stress this because do not play taiko with normal drumsticks. Don't do it. You will break your controller. I remember on my first controller, I was hey, these sticks suck, right? Not knowing it was just the drum sucking. So I got my normal drumsticks because I do play the drums. And then before I played, I searched on Reddit, right? There's a taiko Reddit page, so that's very helpful for any questions you guys have. And I was looking, and then I saw it literally said in like caps, "Do not play taiko with normal drumsticks." And I was like, okay, put the drumsticks down. Don't do that. There are specifically made taiko sticks that you can buy on Amazon. One of them is what I use, and it's very preferred. All of these things that I'm talking about, I'll list in the description. All of these will be for like Amazon, like American websites, but you can find it on any Amazon basically, or even like a Chinese website. It's pretty common. They aren't bought the most, but they are my favorite. And they don't wear out your drum because they don't have like tips, so they're not hard. And the reason why this is good is because when you play with your drumsticks, they have tips, like, because that's how you make the sound. For these, you don't have to make the sound. You just have to hit the drum and not care how good it sounds, so to speak. So they don't have a tip, and they're kind of like rounded out at the top, making it so when you hit the drum, you don't have to hit as hard, obviously, and it won't be as loud, surprisingly, and it'll just make for a better experience. Now the sticks I have also have really good grip, so if you're looking for that by going like faster, you don't have to worry about the sticks flying out of your hand and hitting your computer screen or TV or breaking something, because if you hold on to them normally, it's very hard for them to fall out of your hand because they're very grippy, and that's really appreciative when you're coming to this game. I know taiko on the higher levels, I can only play like 8 stars or 9 stars. 10 stars are a bit too hard for me right now, but in my opinion, that, what is it called, when you go faster and faster, if you use the plastic sticks, your hands are going to sweat, obviously, and with the sweatage, the sticks could just fly out, right? And you don't want that when you're playing taiko. Anyways, let's go to a sound test real quick so you guys know how loud the drum actually sounds when playing. Like I said, the drum is pretty loud, so just keep that in mind when you do buy it. Make sure no one that you know will be annoyed by it, or if they are annoyed, put a blanket over it. That's my recommendation. Now, a big thing in the taiko community is to mod your controllers, and I will be happy enough to say that this drum is moddable. You can change out the input layer and make it more responsive. Now, this does void warranty, so just keep in mind that if you're going to do it and it breaks, you're screwed. So if you do it right. And in order for you to do it, I have a Reddit post talking all about how to do it. There's a link. The link will be in the description, and it'll tell you step by step on what to do and what parts to buy to mod your controller correctly. And I'll have that in the description below. If you're really into modding your controller, then this will help a lot. Now, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. It's a bit different from what I usually upload, but if you guys did like this video, it would mean a lot to me if you could like the video and subscribe for more content like this in the future. I love doing review videos about anything relating to technology or video games in general. And if you did like it, and tell me what you guys think about taiko in general in the comments below. I'm very interested in what you guys think. Anyways, that's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.